I would probably say it was the whole deal. Yeah, I mean, it was like pulling teeth. It was an albatross for everybody. But then at the end, it's like, okay, I'm happy with how it turned out. Yeah.
But the end is now. In 1991, it didn't work, right? In the theaters, we were ready to go with the sequel. Cliff Goes to New York. We were going to do that whole thing. And it was crushing between that and for us, The Flash at the same time. They both did get picked up, but they were both made at the same time. But 35 years later, here we are, and the movie doesn't age badly because it's a period film. And I think one of the other things that always strikes me about this, that if you saw Zone Troopers, which Dave, it's the reason we did the Rocketeer is because Dave liked Zone Troopers, that little movie we made in Italy. But what's the same about the movies is Paul and I wrote period dialogue. I mean, nobody will let you do that now at all. Like if you see a period movie, they don't talk like that because it's almost silly, right? But we were so all in love with the movies, and Dave scripted a lot of that in the comic too, that we just went with it. So sometimes when I see the movie, I go, wow, how did we get away with that?
I think you did a brilliant job. I'm a fan of 1920s, 30s, and 40s movies, and every time someone would have a line, I'm like, oh, I feel that, I know that, I believe it. It's just so sweet.
It's because we grew, again, Dave and Paul and I grew up with the same references.
Well, you spawned a generation of kids, because I know whenever my mom would tell me to go to bed, I'd say, thanks, Warden, or yes, Warden. So I think you inspired a generation to really soak it all up. For all three of you too, can you talk a little bit about what was it like being on set? Was it magical? Jennifer, you had that picture, I think, of your family on set visiting a few times.
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Seeing your brother's work kind of come to life.
Yeah, so that day or weekend that my parents and I had gone to see the set was the weekend that they blew Dave up for his cameo. So that was just immense fun, just seeing all the Hollywood magic. That rocket pack he had to wear was crazy heavy. Like he was they let him rest on the tailgate of a truck just because it was his legs, it was just heavy. So they let him have a rest, and he almost fell backwards into the truck bed because it was so heavy. I think that was just for him. That was probably the epitome for him was that weekend being part of the whole thing. That was a lot of fun.